Well, hello everyone. My name's Gary and I'm just back with another review. So I've got the Allpowers S700 portable power station, which I did purchase myself from Amazon. So this wasn't sent to me directly from the company or from anybody else. I bought this with my own money to keep, test and then review. So in regards to spec, we've got a pure sine wave unit, which is what you want as opposed to modified sine wave, with a 606 watt hour capacity with a 700 watt continuous output that peaks at about 1400 watt. So connection wise, you've got two AC sockets, three USBs, one type C, two DC connections, and then you've got an Anderson solar cable and your DC input for your wall charger, and can also be used for solar, and then a 12 volt car connection there. And then you've got these lights on either side. They're a bit too bright, so they're not something, and they've just dazzled me there. They're not something I'd ever use. So to turn these two on, there's a button here that says AC on it. You just hold that in and then you can hear the fan spinning up, and then them two are active, so when you're not using them, turn it off so it doesn't use any more power than it needs to. And then to turn the USB sockets on around the side, you just press the DC button. That activates the three USB sockets, and then turn them off again. But the type C socket around the side remains active all the time, so you don't need to press the DC button to turn that on. And then you've just got a Bluetooth button here so that you can use the Allpowers app. But to be honest, it's only so you can turn features on and off, and it would just use more battery, so it's not something I use. And then you've got a nice little handle on the top which lets you carry it around nice and easy. It is a nice little thing to carry about. It's not too heavy. I think it weighs, I think it's about 6 kilos or something along them lines. It's not very big in regards to, comparing it with other power stations. It's probably definitely one of the smaller ones of, with the same spec and capacity. Now I've used a 600 watt oil filled radiator with this power station, 600 watt kettle, and I use my 50-inch Neo QLED TV, which all work perfectly fine. So it's like great, if you want to take it camping or use it in your camper van, which is what I use them for, or in a motorhome, or just around the house again. That's what I use them for as well. In the summer I always keep power stations charged and just transfer that energy into the house when I'm able to charge them up via solar. So they've got quite a few uses. Now I've ran a couple of tests on this through the AC. I haven't done a DC test, but I've done a couple of AC tests using a power meter. So I ran it with my TV first, and I got a watt hour output of 370 watt hours of usable power, which is what I got out of it, which only gives an efficiency rating of about 61%, which isn't good in my opinion at all. I mean, the unit's advertised at about 85, and obviously it's nowhere near that. Now I did run a second test powering the 600 watt oil filled radiator I have, which I thought, well, I'm not going to get that much from it because the fan will be on more due to the high wattage. I think my TV was outputting at the maximum about 90 watts, but when I ran the heater ran for 42 minutes and gave me an output of 433 watt hours, equating to about 71% efficiency rating, which is a lot better than the first test with my TV, but still not great, still not near the 85. But that's what I got from it. Now I've owned a lot of Allpowers units in the past. I've owned a good few of these units, a few of the S700 units, which is a smaller one of the bigger ones, which is the S700, and one of the LifePo 4 units, the R600. Now every single one of these I've ever had, apart from the two of these units I have now and the LifePo 4 one, every other one previous to that has always arrived with a completely flat battery. So I've always thought they're obviously not getting stored properly, which isn't going to be doing the batteries any good. And there has been a lot of units in the past that have had issues, like not charging to 100% and just cutting out. I mean, I think the big unit I had, this 1500, you would get to about 15% remaining on the battery and then it would just drop to zero. So they do have their issues, but obviously if they're getting stored with 0% in the battery, then I'm not surprised. But these two units actually came with, I think it was 69 or 70% on them, which really did surprise me. So I did have high hopes for these two, but after the tests that I've carried out, I don't really have any more confidence, to be honest. Now, to fully charge this up, it took around 5 hours, 25 minutes. I've done it about 3 times, and it gave an input, a watt-hour input before fully charged of 594 watt-hours, which the unit's supposed to be 606. It should take more than that to actually charge it. I would probably say at least 640 watt-hours, so only inputting 594 to reach a full charge. It's not even inputting the correct watt-hours for its capacity. So again, there appears to be a problem. Now, I have contacted Allpowers. I have dealt with Allpowers customer service in the past, and they're always great. They always resolve any issues, not a problem. You know, if there's an issue, it gets returned. They can send you another one, give you a refund, whatever you want. But they've never ignored any issues in the past, and they've always rectified them. So I would say if it's an Allpowers unit you're interested in, give it a try and see what you think. Now, I have done a review on another power station, which is the Allmenga K5. If I was comparing the two, this Allpowers one is £319 on Amazon. The Allmenga is, if there's actually any in stock, I think £150 off Amazon. Now, the Allmenga would win for me every day. It's got the superload feature, which is explained in my review. Charges over its capacity, and I just much prefer it. Yeah, the downfall is it's only got one AC socket, but I just much prefer it. Sorry about that. And I think for over, half less of the cost, it's just the wiser option. I've actually, like I said, all the details on that are in the review, so I would definitely watch that before you make any decisions. Now, I do have a couple of more reviews that I plan on uploading. One of this one, which is the Allpowers Jump 1500, which I've done a few tests on it so far. I plan on carrying out some more tests before I upload a review, but I definitely will get that on and tell you what I think of it and what results I got from it. And then I also plan on uploading a review of an air fryer that I've been using for about a month. I can't remember the model at the minute, but I have been giving that some good use, so I do plan on uploading a review of that and letting people know what I think. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and I hope these reviews can help people out in the decision making if they're after a power station. Thanks a lot, and bye for now.